creating a news agenda that reflects an unbiased view of Asian current affairs without relying on external news sources. Asia Vision, Asian news through Asian eyes.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to ABN News with me, Mariam Shawshat. In the next half an hour, we'll bring you some interesting global news. Stay tuned. Speaking at the opening session of the 2024 United Nations High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development, HLPF, the President of the Economic and Social Council, Paula Narvaez, says the promise of sustainable development will be incomplete if we do not take decisive action in humanitarian response and invest in prevention.
Speaking at the opening session of the 2024 United Nations High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development, HLPF, the President of the Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC, Paula Narvaez, said the promise of sustainable development will be incomplete if we do not take decisive action in humanitarian response and invest in prevention. Narvaez said the devastating effects of conflict not only destroy infrastructure but also fracture societies and displace communities, leaving scars that takes generations to heal. The ECOSOC president said we must listen to the voices of the most marginalized people, including their experiences and knowledge, not only enriches our discussions, but also ensures that our solutions are truly comprehensive and effective. Without their full participation, Narvaez said the efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, will be incomplete and less effective. The HLPF in 2024, without prejudice into the integrated, indivisible and interlinked nature of the SDGs, will review in depth Goal 1, End poverty in all its forms everywhere, Goal 2, End hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture, Goal 13, take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts, Goal 16, promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions at all levels. Goal 17, strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. The July 2024 HLPF will be the first HLPF under the auspices of ECOSOC after the 2023 SDG Summit. The HLPF convened under the auspices of the General Assembly in September 2023. The HLPF will support the implementation of the political declaration of the SDG Summit to advance the 2030 Agenda and the SDGs. It will also continue to the preparations for the Summit of the Future to be held in September 2024. The 2024 HLPF will draw from the experience of the 37 countries conducting voluntary national reviews. It will also hear from other countries and participants about experiences, best practices, and lessons learned in implementing the 2030 Agenda and its SDGs.
The Global India AI Summit concludes in New Delhi, with India reiterating its commitment to advancing responsible AI development. As the lead chair of the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence, India hosted 28 member countries, AI experts, industry leaders, academia and other stakeholders to work towards promoting safe, secure and trustworthy AI ecosystem. DD India correspondent Amrit Pal Singh reports.
Meeting the rising infrastructure requirements of artificial intelligence arena and increasing AI readiness are some of the biggest issues faced by the developing countries intent on leveraging sophisticated AI technologies to fast-track the realization of their growth and development aspirations. This formed the core of the discussions on Day 2 of the Global India AI Summit that concluded in New Delhi on Thursday. The conference also explored strategies to support and bolster the growth of AI startups. While the government's approach is to build an inclusive AI infrastructure mirroring the successful adoption and development of DPI or digital public infrastructure, the need of the hour is to foster a climate of innovation that could come about by partnering with startups and entrepreneurs.
We need a single roof where all the researchers, the developers, the startups like us can connect together, share value and provide value and make policies around it so that we can go on the ground, such like, the developers like us, and build the solution which real India need.
It's really good to see the government taking the initiative, right from building the digital public infrastructure to providing, coming up with the digital data protection bill.
Inclusive nature of AI that would bring the transformation into the society, that is a larger aspect of it.
This is a platform where we meet fellow entrepreneurs in government, in corporates, in academia, so which helps us identify the complementary platform, complementary solutions.
With the aim of fostering greater global cooperation, a closer integration of the global partnership of artificial intelligence with the OECD could help shape the future of AI for safe, secure and a beneficial AI ecosystem. Amritpal Singh for DD India.
Former foreign political dignitaries, diplomatic envoys from various countries in China, as well as experts and scholars gather at the 12th World Peace Forum in Beijing to share their views on improving global security governance.
Former foreign political dignitaries, diplomatic envoys from various countries in China, as well as experts and scholars gathered on Saturday at the 12th World Peace Forum in Beijing to share their views on improving global security governance. This year's World Peace Forum was held at Tsinghua University in the Chinese capital. The theme was improving global security governance through justice, unity and cooperation. About 400 people attended the event and shared opinions on a range of topics. Former Japanese Prime Minister Yukio Hatoyama highlighted the evolving dynamic relations between China and the United States and the importance of Japan acting as a bridge between the two major countries.
China's national power will be on par with that of the United States in the future, and thus the competition between the US and China will also become a long-term issue. However, I still believe acting as a bridge between China and the US to alleviate and manage their rivalry is in Japan's national interest.
Former French Prime Minister Dominique Villepin emphasized in his speech the enduring relevance of key principles rooted in international diplomacy.
We must rely on the principles of the United Nations and reaffirm the spirit of San Francisco, the spirit of the 5 principles of Pacific coexistence, as well as the spirit of Bandung. They remain highly relevant concerning mutual respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity, mutual non-aggression, non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality and mutual benefit, as well as peaceful coexistence, and they can serve as a basis for resolving major international crises.
The World Peace Forum was initiated by Tsinghua University and has now become an annual event with widespread participation from global strategic security professionals.
Next is a special report in conjunction with the celebration of the Golden Jubilee of diplomatic relations between Malaysia and China.
Not only famous for its panda habitat, the city of Chengdu is also a meeting place of culture, technology, and nature. China's oldest city also plays an important role in trade relations between China and Malaysia. Chengdu, the capital of Sichuan province, which is one of the 3 most populous cities in southwest China, is nicknamed the Land of Panda and is also famous for technological research and is the heart of the republic's economy. This smart city, with a population of over 16 million people, has its own special features.
Chengdu is very special because it's a huge city like Shanghai, Beijing, other city, but it has its own identity. It's very Latin, it's very relaxed. It's a bit like Malaysia maybe compared to northern countries.
Kalau suasananya enak dan ngerasa aman juga di sini karena benar-benar foreigner itu tuh dilindungi, jadi lebih merasa aman sih sebenarnya.
Barang-barang dia lebih murah, safe, selamat. Dan lepas tu kalau compare dengan Malaysia, sini sibuk sikit lah, ramai orang.
Despite its modernity, Chengdu is a garden city rich with beautiful scenery and historical heritage treasures over 3,000 years old. The variety of products and opportunities in this region allows the economic cooperation between Kuala Lumpur and Beijing to be strengthened.
Bagi hubungan dagangan antara Malaysia dan Sichuan mencatatkan jumlah perdagangan sebanyak 26.41 bilion ringgit Malaysia dengan ekspor sebanyak 4.7 milion ringgit Malaysia dan juga import sebanyak 21.63 bilion ringgit Malaysia. Sebenarnya hubungan dua hala antara Malaysia dan China akan terus kekal sebagai rakan dagangan utama Malaysia, di mana Malaysia sentiasa memberi sokongan dengan China dari segi ekspor dagangan dan juga dari segi hubungan dua hala antara China dan Malaysia.
This special report is in conjunction with the celebrations of the Golden Jubilee of diplomatic relations between Malaysia and China. Muhammad Raswin Setia, Chengdu, RTM, for the exchange of news material through the AVN platform.
Continuous rain for the past 2 days triggered landslide, disrupting vehicular movements and making people stranded in many parts of Nepal.
The Bidita-Rangke road section got obstructed after continuous rain for the past 2 days triggered landslide, disrupting vehicular movements. Apparently, the vehicular movement in Bidita-Rajarani road section has been stalled and commuters are stranded. The vehicles en route to various places of Shaubais municipality. In charge of area police office, Bidetar Jiban Karki informed that the effort to clear landslides debris and resume smooth vehicular movement are being made. Likewise, the mid-hill region of the country is hit hard after a heavy downpour, and the mid-hill road connections are badly affected due to the continuous rainfall in the past 14 hours, and hundreds of commuters are forced to suffer. According to the senior superintendent of the police in Galkot, Tammam Rana, monsoon havoc has affected dozens of vehicles heading towards various districts.
Sri Lanka President Ranil Wickremesinghe and High Commissioner of India Santosh Jha hands over digital equipment to several schools in southern province during an event in Galle. The occasion was also attended by Sri Lanka's Minister of Education, Susil, and Health Minister Ramesh Patirana.
This initiative is part of a grant assistance project by the Government of India aimed at establishing 200 smart classrooms in the southern province of the island nation. The project intends to equip 200 schools with the necessary digital tools to access global digital resources and educational materials. Mr. Wickremesinghe expressed gratitude to India and Prime Minister Narendra Modi for extensive support in the education sector. High Commissioner Mr. Jha highlighted India's recent technological advancements in education and reiterated India's commitment to extending these benefits to Sri Lankan students and teachers. He also mentioned ongoing human-centric projects, including the construction of over 1,300 houses for homeless families in the province. The Smart Classroom project is a part of the bilateral high-impact community development project framework, which encompasses 18 grant projects across various sectors in all 25 districts of Sri Lanka, valued at approximately 5.5 billion Sri Lankan rupees.
Embodied intelligence has taken center stage at Shanghai's World AI Conference 2024, indicating up-and-coming prospects of a more convenient lifestyle for humanity. Tesla's latest humanoid robot, Optimus Gen 2, wowed visitors with its astonishing performances, with its walking speed increased by 30% and 10 fingers able to sense the weight and texture of different objects. Next year, some 1,000 Optimus robots will help humans complete production tasks in the Tesla factory, and its CEO, Elon Musk, has made a bold prediction that the number of humanoid robots will surpass human workforce one day, potentially reaching 10 to 20 billion. And with that, we conclude this edition of ABN News. Thank you all for watching. Hoping you all enjoyed the stories. From all of us here in PSM News, we bid you a good night.
Creating a news agenda that reflects an unbiased view of Asian current affairs without relying on external news sources. Asia Vision, Asian news through Asian eyes.